helped me get by day through school especially. A simple smile can hide a million tears, and well, that's exactly what I have done. I felt the need to keep my problems and feelings to myself rather than let them pour out to those close to me. Because I wouldn't accept the fact that it's almost as if I'd be dumping my life on someone else's shoulder, letting it be their problem, let alone worrying those around me. So instead, I'd shut people out, I'd pretend to be happy and fine, by creating this image and reputation for me not only at school or at home, but also at church. I had relied on it so much as each day went by, and I drifted further and further away from God. Not only Him, not only in my mind, but also in my heart. It hit me that I was not only living a life that was impossible and wrong, but also sinful. To family, I was a sweet, smart, and happy girl they knew. To friends, I was the funny, salty, and popular girl in school. At church, I was the girl that not only girls at youth looked up to, but many others who they thought was religious and in their eyes a Christian girl. I was far from all that. I strayed so much from God that I became lost, hurt, alone, depressed, and confused about many things. I'm not going to lie. I went to camp for the wrong intentions, to get away from my parents, family, friends, and just everything in general. Just so I could have fun with the girls. I got my security and happiness from making it through day by day, having to live multiple lives, making others and creating that image, or making others happy and creating that image for them of what they had thought of me and who I was as an individual. However, non-Christians relied on something external to give them happiness, and as I came to realization, I didn't want to be that, or known as the girl who's religious one day and the rest an unbeliever, and have to rely on something that can only make them happy for a while until something else comes along and fulfills that. I was so tired of feeling empty, lonely, sad, depressed, and all that negative stuff. I was on the verge of breaking until I was put into a matter of life and death situation during camp in which God had put me in, to help me realize things where I and a few others had nearly drowned. He wanted not only me but the others that had nearly died that day so bad that it took Him to put us in that situation, to open our eyes in which we needed God, to put Him first and foremost, and once we do that, everything will fall into place, but in His time. And so on the 11th of October 2017, I had given my life to Christ again and resubmitted myself to Him with the help, love, and encouragement through the workshops within the camp, and not only from the youth, but the youth leaders, Ynet, RV, John Lee, Norm, Tusi, and Poto. I can't thank you and the others enough for helping me get back and reconnecting with God. I am truly blessed and honored to have used all of my life and for making camp such an amazing experience and an unforgettable one too. I'd also like to thank God for giving me another chance at life to be able to be with those that I love and to serve Him. What I took away from Beyond Belief Camp is that until Jesus Christ is the obsession of your heart and having a relationship, putting Him first and foremost, you'll have a hard time managing one with someone else. Your relationship and purity with God should be valued more than the desires of your eyes and lusts of your heart. Thank you.
Hello. I just thank the Lord for making this marvelous journey and experience possible for all the youth. I felt good to stay away from the real world and come together as a youth where the Lord has brought us to be. This was my first camp. I really enjoyed everything about it. The food, the people, the games, and the teamwork. But most importantly, the sessions and the word that the speakers preached to us. Pastor Owen gave a very strong message on Jesus Christ, talking about who He is, sin, which means disobedience and defiance, how God created the world in 7 days, and without God, life has no purpose. You can believe in someone or something you don't. You can't believe in someone or something you don't even know anything about. And everything was in perfect harmony with God. He also gave us an example with food coloring and water, how the coloring is sin, and when it gets dropped in the water, it can affect everything. Jesus Christ is the only path. Brother Caleb's message explained what is truth. He also said that you can have all the knowledge in this world, but if you don't apply it, it's useless. We need to trust God in every aspect of our life. We're weak, but God is strong. He talks about the armor we need to put on, the chestplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, and the belt of truth. God's love is eternal. Cleo Dundee gave an amazing message on relationship. Jesus should be the number one compartment in life. Vertical relationships are the foundation which allow horizontal relationships to grow and develop. Choose God over ourselves and our own desires. Dating has a selfish purpose if it is not for marriage. Friends rub off you. If your identity is not with Christ in your relationship, then your relationship isn't right. Dating without purpose is like going to a shop for money. And you can have a real relationship or a relation slip. Brother Darren told us about ourselves and our identity, telling us to stay true to ourselves and don't be a chameleon that wants to be something it likes but changes color by changing its color to camouflage and stay with it. Our identity changes in an instant. God's love for us is constant. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, meaning that we are all different in an unique style. We are here for a purpose. Our salvation is free. We are loved, and God loves us for He created us. Through all these messages, the last sermon spoken to us was actions beyond belief. This shows that everything we've heard should be taken into action. We shouldn't be ashamed of who we are and what we believe in. Remember to choose God every day and to not be swayed into the way of the world. This helped me get a better understanding of the Lord much more. I just thank the Lord once again for making this all possible. His mercy and power is truly beautiful and amazing. Thank you.
I really liked this camp because it was a great fun experience for me. I had a really fun time getting to know everybody, especially getting to learn a lot more about the boys and the girls from you. But other than that, I really liked the service topics and the workshop topics because I could really relate to most of them. For ones that didn't know, from my past, I was cutting myself 3 times. I let everyone get to me so easily. I was really getting bullied about my weight and heaps of other things. It was just so hard for me to handle, so I just felt like cutting was my only option. I was battling things on my own, which always led back to cutting. I didn't really think about the people that actually did care for me and loved me. I thought my life was worthless and that I didn't really belong. other than that, I did really enjoy this camp. Love getting to know everyone. Thanks. Thank you. Love, guys.
Alright, good morning, church. Let us pray. I just wanted to say something short. It was awesome going to Beyond Belief Camp Day. And one thing that I learned from Brother Darren on Thursday was that God is constant. And, sorry, a bit nervous. And it's just amazing to know how big God is, and sometimes we like to put him into a little box, and just praise the Lord for the camp. He really opened up my eyes to how great he is, how amazing he is. So I want to start with a verse, Psalms 139:14. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. I think that is just an amazing thing to know, that we're fearfully and wonderfully made. And Darren was saying that there was such intricate handiwork, how we made 20 billion cells or something. And how could that just evolve into being? We have to be made by a creator. And sometimes God puts you through trials and tribulations, and especially through this week of prayer. On Wednesday, I don't know if all of you guys know, and he was on the edge of his life, and sometimes God, he puts us into situations where, where he really has to break you, and that's just in order for him to fix you up, and it's just awesome to see that Carter was saved, Karina was saved as well, and another boy Daniel from a different church, but I just wanted to say something short and just praise the Lord for this camp. Praise the Lord for all the youth. I thank you so much for where we are at the moment. I think that youth at the moment is in a very good place, and especially with our leaders, our counselor, our relationships counselor John D. And you guys have any problems with relationships? John D is there, and Abby, of course, she's been awesome in the worship as well. Poto, the man, and Auntie Tus for bringing us the food during the week, and of course Norman Keenan. Just that's all I really wanted to say. But praise the Lord so much for this week, and thank you for the church for having our backs. So thank you.
Anyone else? That's right. All right. If I could just ask all the youth leaders to come up, please. And if you guys wanted to say something, I know Arby does. She can start.
Praise the Lord. So what did God do in this camp? Wow, He did so much in this camp, this year's youth camp. His hand of protection was definitely over the youth this week. As you probably heard, a lot of the youth went through some emotional and physical trials. As kids do, especially when they were away from home. And through the worship and the messages, workshops, and even support from the youth leaders, and even fellowship with other youth, Christian youth. they were able to overcome some of the trials they had. They were given wisdom and strength and peace. Even an act of God turned a potentially dangerous situation for good. So I think it made youth realize that just how gracious and loving God is, and that He wants to have a relationship with Him. And this realization led two of our youth to be saved and accept Jesus Christ as their Savior. So I'll never forget that. That was basically the pinnacle of the camp, and I'll never forget it because one of them was my son, Rada, and his friend that he invited to camp, Karina. So let's celebrate by giving them a round of applause. So thank the youth parents for allowing their kids to come to the camp. To all the church members for your support and prayers. It's a huge encouragement for us leaders, what happened at the camp, because our labor is not in vain. And I praise God at what He did at the camp. Thank you.
Okay, I promised everyone that I would try. It was quite an emotional week. To see my son float out into the ocean and not having anyone around us, through the grace of God, this situation had brought my son to knowing Him. I remember when I said to Prada, what does it take for you, son? What does it take for you to realize that God is there and that you must live your life? But it wasn't my timing, it was God's timing.
Yes.
And in that situation where I saw him float out into the ocean, I didn't know what to do. But only just stayed calm as a mother, and I'm glad that William and